Hello everybody, welcome back to the Tigers. My name is Jack and today we're at home against MAIDSTONE. It's been going alright, like average, but alright. We're starting to climb up the table, obviously because of the tactic. We've made some transfers though. We've made some transfers. I want you to ignore all of this because that's just a load of young kids coming in on trial, you know what I'm like. More loanies going out to Slimbridge. We're probably going to stop that because you can only send them out for 1 month. It's slightly annoying, which I didn't realise. We have brought in 2 new players. Luke James, he's a defensive forward, but we're going to play him target man. He can slightly play target man, but he looks very good. 2.5 stars. He's got a little bit of experience behind him. He started his career at Hartlepool, where he played a lot of games, and went to Peterborough for nearly £1 million. Then his career started to stagnate a little bit, went to Bradford, back to Hartlepool, went to Bristol Rovers, and then went to Forest Green and had a couple of really good loan spells at Billericay these last couple of seasons. So he spent pretty much all his career in League 2, in the league above. So, nice bit of experience in there. We then bought this guy, Ben Tilney. He was a free agent. He played at MK Dons, Histon, Brackley, Accrington and Walsall. He went for money as well. He's played a lot of games in League 2 and League 1 and he's now joined us. I was getting really pissed off with Tusserolo. Just wasn't good enough, and this guy is better and he's cheaper as well. So, thought, why not? We haven't got rid of Tusserolo yet. All these trialists, but yeah, he's currently got 2 bids for him, 3 offers from FC United and Wilston. We are paying a little bit of his wages in those transfer deals, but just get him off the books. I don't want him here. He's annoyed me. But this is how we've done since the last episode. We played Altrincham, wasn't it? Obviously we drew against them 1-1. We then got smashed 4-0 by York. Nothing to say more about that. But they're just better than us. We then had a mad game against Solihull Moors. This is how it went, right? It ended 3-2. We scored in the first minute after a terrible back pass from their defenders. Amadi Holloway scored. Then about 16th minute, Amadi Holloway got injured and had to be taken off. 45th minute, Luke James scored. Might have been his debut. I can't remember. No, it wasn't. It was his first start for us. What did he come on? I can't remember. Luke James scored anyway. So we were 2-0 up at half time. Connor DeMau then got sent off in the 53rd minute, and Dijon Bernard scored to make it 3-0. And I was like, bloody hell, 10 men, and we're 3-0 up, cruising. Jordan Holmes then got injured in the 88th minute, and of course we don't have a keeper on the bench. Why would you when you got 5 on the bench? So we had to put Luke James, his second ever game for the club, and he got put in goal for the last 5 minutes. Conceded 2 to make it interesting in the 91st and 95th minute. So that was interesting game. We then beat Tranmere 3-2. Harry Vince, John Lunds getting his first goal for the club, and Callum Chettle getting a late goal there. We were 2-0 up and they pulled it back to 2-2, which that was slightly annoying. And then we just played Boreham Woods, drew 2-2. They were 2-0 up early on in the game, and then Luke James scored and Anderson scored a lovely volley from the edge of the box to equalise. So we're conceding a lot of goals, but we are scoring a lot of goals as well, which this formation always did, this 4-3-1-2. If you haven't watched the last episodes, we did change to a 4-3-1-2. Now, because we have a lot of injuries, or we did have a lot of injuries, and we've got players out on international duty as well. So we got Jordan Holmes, obviously keeper, Anderson, Johnson, Luke James, Amadi Holloway, Dijon are all still pretty much injured. They're not really ready. We haven't really got enough players for the 4-3-1-2 to work. So I'm going to do this, go back to the 4-2-3-1. Purely because we got more wingers than we got centre midfielders at the moment. So this will be better. Hopefully. We have been playing this occasionally in matches and whatnot. So it's not like that it's completely alien to them. But fingers crossed, we can still do a job and still get over Maidstone. This is the team then for today. They're playing a 4-4-2. They've got a couple of regen faces in there. I didn't read out the team again, did I? I'm forgetting to do that nowadays. We got Flat in goal, Tilney, Thornley, Steele, Packwood, Chettledon, McGee, Vince, Kevin Williams, Harry Williams up front. Harry Williams has been injured for the past few games, but he's just come back to fitness now. It's a good job that Anderson's gone out to international duty as well, because James Dunn, our centre midfielder, our experienced centre midfielder, was starting to complain about game time. So I thought, yeah, he's an influential player. He is a good player as well, so we'll play him. Because obviously in the free midfield we can afford to play him as well as Chettle and Anderson. So that will keep him happy for a little bit anyway. We're 12th in the league. Like I said, we're doing alright. We're 4 points off Dover. Nowhere near the relegation zone. We're doing alright. Hopefully we'll at least be fighting for the playoffs near the end of the season. But I'm just happy that it's going okay at the moment. But Maidstone are through here to Hurst. Decent effort that, bloody hell. My facial expression just changed there. It was like, whoa. We got a corner here. McGee finds Dunn on the edge. Finds Chettle. Finds Steele. He's got to be so far offside. That's got to be offside, yes. I was going to say, he was literally stood on the goal line. Steele with the free kick. Finds Chettle. Good run into the box. Finds Kevin Williams. Can he play it in? He can. McGee's there. Chettle. What a goal. Callum Chettle's having the season of his life. I thought it would be Anderson. Anderson's slowly getting there, but Chettle is unbelievable. He's just playmaking prowess here. Look, finds Kevin Williams, finds McGee in the box, and then Chettle's just there. He finds that pocket of space where no one's picked him up. McGee heads it back to him. First time, little half volley into the bottom corner. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There are a lot of teams here, all on 21 points. It looks like there's already a gap forming of like the top teams and the bottom teams. And thankfully, at the moment, we're in the top tier teams. Hopefully that can stay like that for all season. But Maidstone on the attack here. O'Neill's through. Finds Brown, who's missed. Wow. What a miss that is. If he was my player, I would have subbed him off straight away, because that was horrendous. Half hour gone here. I was just looking back at the table, and obviously our goal difference is horrendous because we've been smashed, twice now by Dagenham and York. And it's quite a contrast to last season where we were drawing loads of games. We were near the bottom, but our goal difference was good because we weren't conceding goals. Whereas this season, we've gone back to the attacking formation where we are conceding a lot of goals. And it's just a little bit of a contrast. I'm quite enjoying it. But McGee couldn't cross the ball in and he gets tackled. But Tilney has picked up the ball again. Thornley. That's a really poor pass. Chettle wasn't really expecting it by the looks of it. Kind of switched off. But they've made a mistake. And now we've given the ball back. Are we going to tackle him? This looks like that. Yep. Harry Williams has got the ball. He's not had a very good season, Harry Williams, and this is his last year of his contract. Oh, where were you? Defence just non-existent. Didn't read that ball at all. Luckily, Steele picked it up. Jesus Christ! Right, Vince to Harry Williams. Couldn't find the net. Obviously, he's a really good player, but he's starting to pick up a little bit more injuries. He's starting not to score as much. The only problem is he's a team leader, and not only that, he's now a legend at the club. He's got that legend status, and so I can't really get rid of him until we've got team leaders, because he's our only team leader, and we haven't got any highly influential players because of the high turnover of players that we have. So I'm really not too sure what to do with him. There we go then, half time, we're 1-0 up. We are pretty much dominating this game. Let's say got to guard against complacency. They love that. And we'll jump straight back into the game. I didn't give a score prediction at the start. I probably would have said 1-0 at the start, just because of how we're not really smashing teams. But I can't see it stay 1-0 now. The FA Cup draw has been made, and this season was all about getting an FA Cup run. We have drawn Morecambe at home. Morecambe are 18th, so we could win that. I would obviously like a team in the lower leagues, but I think that's 3 years in a row we've had a team in our league on the fourth qualifying round, and we haven't gone through either the other time, so hopefully we can get past Morecambe. We got a highlight here. Tilney finds Chettle with the throw-in. Back to Tilney. Finds Dunn. What can he do? Play it back to Chettle. That's right. Plays it into Vince. Ooh, lovely little round the corner volley, but he couldn't find anyone. Now Chettle's got the ball back. Bit of a poor pass there from Chettle. That's not what I expected of him. And MAIDSTONE could be on the counter-attack here. No one's really closing down the balls. Chettle's just running around like a headless chicken at the moment. That's a risky ball across the pitch, but it pays off just about for MAIDSTONE. But Steele's picked up the ball and played a lovely lumping ball forward to Harry Williams, who's hit the bar. It looked like he kind of finessed and chipped at the same time. And then we got a penalty. Oh, Jesus, it's all happening. Chettle's taken it. He's scoring a lot of goals this season, and he's put it wide. Brilliant. He's still having a really good season, Chettle. Obviously, he scored earlier in the game. What is his penalties? 9. His penalty's 9, and he's our penalty taker. Hold on, pause it, because I want to make substitutes in a minute. What's Harry Williams' penalties? 6. 10. Harry Vince would be taking our penalties. Anyway, I'm going to take off, what's his name, Harry Williams. Should we bring on Furzer, the young lad? I don't really want to risk Amadi Holloway just because he's a bit injury prone. Yeah, why not? I'm going to stick him up front. That's not his really preferred position, but he'll love that either way. We're going to bring on Dinner as well for Packwood. This screen's running a bit slow. I don't know why. And the midfield duo are having a pretty good game. We're going to take off Dunn for Matthew Adams. We're not going to risk the 2 injured players because Dunn's losing a bit of fitness. And yeah, simple as that. I will be changing the penalty takers after this game off camera because Chettle has already missed another penalty this season. That's the second penalty he's missed. And if he's only got 9 penalties, surely there must be someone with decent penalties. What's Furz's penalty? He's not going to play, so it just makes it sick. But don't tell me you've got no penalty takers. That'd be horrendous. Crowds are starting to look up. We haven't. I think our lowest this season has been about 700, which is decent. If we can have one more season in there and have a good cup run of some sort, either that cup, FA Cup or trophy, or make the playoffs, that means our reputation is going to improve. And then when we do get to League 2, we can have League 2 standard attendances. Because I don't want to be going into League 2 with attendances of 800, because that just won't work at all. But McGee's fighting for the ball here. I can see another goal happening. Hopefully it's to us. Vince to McGee. Plays the ball in. Furzer couldn't quite get there, but Kevin Williams has got it. He's hit the post. McGee's there. Blasts it across goal. How is this only 1-0? There's been very little shots on targets from either side. Well, they've got none. We've only got 3. 3 minutes of injury time now. We should just about cruise to the 1-0 win, hopefully. Oh, there's time for a goal here. There is time for a goal. They haven't had a shot on target either all game, so it's destined to be them. Furzer, come on, chase him down. Cole's got the ball. Thornley wins it, and Furzer's now got it. Can he play? What a ball to Kevin Williams, to Vince. 2-0. Killed the game off as they started to push forward. That was a fantastic ball from Furza over to Kevin Williams. Great little ball. We'll watch it again. He's 16, 17. Look at this. Cheeky little chipped, beautifully weighted. First time crossover to Vince by Kevin Williams. And it's 2-0. I'm happy with that. Hopefully there isn't a late goal here from MAIDSTONE. And it just ends comfortably 2-0. We've deserved to win this game. We have dominated. Flat. He's got the ball. Obviously, Flat's now coming. He hasn't moaned one bit because he hasn't played since Holmes is in goal. But as soon as Holmes been injured, Flat came in. His first game was it the York game? No, it wasn't. Sorry. His first game was obviously the Tranmere game, I think. I can't remember. When did Solihull game? I can't remember what that was. But he's come in. He's played alright. He's played as well as a backup keeper would. And I'm quite pleased having him as a backup, to be fair. He does fill me with confidence, which is strange for FM. Usually I have one decent keeper, not really good, and one really bad keeper. But there we go. It's 2-0 win against MAIDSTONE. Hopefully we keep going and we get into the playoffs at some point. But if you like this episode, please like, please subscribe, and I shall see you again in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.